Welcome YouTube world. Welcome YouTube world. What's up? This Netta 27 Sports TV. My name is Amin. Today is March the 6th, 2024, and I'm giving a recap of the recent last night WBC Super Middleweight Championship fight between Canelo Alvarez and Jamie Mungia. So this is my post-fight analysis of last night's Alvarez-Mungia fight. Welcome to the channel. This is going to be a short one, so listen in. Canelo Alvarez won a 12-round unanimous decision over Jamie Mungia last night in Vegas. It was a pretty good fight. In my opinion, it was a pretty good fight. The early rounds I felt were dominated by Jamie Mungia. His punch output, he was outworking Canelo. He was putting pressure on Canelo, and it took a while for Canelo to make some adjustments. But as the fight went on, got near the middle rounds, Canelo dropped Jamie Mungia with a beautiful right uppercut. He started using his experience and started countering Jamie Mungia and started making him pay for his mistake and being over aggressive. So Canelo experience really showed in the second half of the fight, and he eventually pulled away and came away with a unanimous decision win once again for Canelo Alvarez. I had the fight kind of close though, because I felt Jamie Mungia won the first 3 rounds easy, and he won a few here and there in between. So I had Canelo winning 7-5, 7 rounds to 5. It was a close fight, in my opinion. I don't know what the announcers on the broadcast were watching, but yeah, Canelo was hitting the kid with some shots, but Canelo was getting hit with a lot of shots. Jamie Mungia was hitting Canelo back. So to me, it was give and take punishment going both ways. I don't know what broadcast these announcers on the zone was watching. You know, I don't know what fight they was watching. What fight I was watching, Canelo was getting hit and hit a lot. Now, but once again, to Canelo's credit, the second half he fought a smarter fight and he started using his experience and really making Jamie Mungia pay for his mistakes. In other words, Jamie Mungia was getting himself out of position and reaching for shots, and he was getting countered an awful lot the second half of the fight. So now I give Canelo Alvarez for winning the fight, deservedly so. But this was a tough fight. Irregardless of what you heard from the zone broadcasters, this was a tough fight. I go by what my eyes tell me, not what I hear. This was a tough fight. So don't get it twisted. Yes, Canelo won, but it was close, in my opinion. It was close. So big up to Canelo Alvarez and his team. Also big up to Jamie Mungia for being able to get up from that knockdown in the 7th round, because he got caught flush with that uppercut. Beautiful uppercut by Canelo. Caught Jamie Mungia flush, put him on his ass. So big ups for Jamie Mungia. He really gave a spirited effort and also getting up from that knockdown and going the distance. Now, after the fight, Jim Gray interviewed Canelo, and we all want to know what's next for Canelo. I think he's supposed to fight again in September, if I'm not mistaken, which he normally does every year. So we'll see what happens. I really would like to comment on some of the commentary that I heard during the fight on the zone boxing, like the broadcasters, Sergio Mora, and I forgot the other guy's name. Chris Mannix. Look, I wish these guys would stop saying Canelo is the king. Canelo is the face of boxing. That was really irritating to me, having to hear that over and over again from those guys. Mannix, Chris Mannix, and Sergio Mora. I get tired of hearing that garbage. Stop lying. Canelo Alvarez is not the face of boxing, in my opinion. If you're the face of boxing, you fight the best. Canelo has not fought the best. He has not fought his mandatory, who is David Benavidez, for over 3 years. For over 3 years, Canelo Alvarez has been ducking David Benavidez. Over 3 years now. So don't tell me you're the face of boxing. Don't tell me you're the best, but you don't want to fight the best in your own division. You're not the best. You're not the king. And you're not the face of boxing. The face of boxing takes on challenges and fights the best. The very best in their own division, which Canelo Alvarez has not done. So I don't want to hear no more bullshit about, oh, he's the king. Oh, he's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. I don't want to hear that garbage. You ain't even the best fighter in your division. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop the ass kissing for Canelo Alvarez. I get tired of hearing that garbage. And it was in full effect last night from Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora. I get tired of hearing that. But anyway, I had to get that off my chest. Had to get that off my chest. Get tired of hearing it. But anyway, let's see who Canelo fights next. Who he fights next. I heard he won a big $100 million to fight David Benavidez. Oh, okay. Don't see that happening. But I do see him continuing to duck David Benavidez, like he's been doing for the last 3 years. 3 years. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who Canelo fights next. I don't see a David Benavidez fight happening. I feel Canelo knows that he can't beat David Benavidez. He don't want another L, and he don't want no more smoke. Or he don't want no smoke from David Benavidez, because unlike these other guys that he can back up and bully when he gets ready, he can't do that with the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's going to have to stand there and take it. And I don't think he can take it from David Benavidez. I don't think he can take it. And I think he knows he can't take it from David Benavidez. So that's why it's probably not going to be a fight. But this is the new era of boxing we're in. Back when I was a kid, I grew up watching Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Wilfredo Benitez. All the greats fought each other. It wasn't no ducking and dodging, mandatories, and things like that. It wasn't none of that stuff going on back when I was a kid watching boxing. But now it's commonplace here in this era of boxing. It's commonplace. Guys want all the credit, they want all the money, but they don't want to fight the best in their own division. It's really, to me, sickening and aggravating. But that's where we're at now in this day and time in regard to boxing. It is what it is. But hopefully, and I believe we have some good fights coming up the remainder of the year. We got the Usyk Fury heavyweight unification fight coming up in a couple of weeks. And then we got Tank Davis fighting Frank Martin June the 15th, I believe, next month. So we still got some more good fights that's coming up. And so anyway, that's all I got to say. And once again, thank you for coming to the channel. My name is Amin. This is Net 27, where I talk mainly boxing. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe button. If you have an opinion, feel free to leave your opinion. All I ask is that you be respectful. And that's all I got to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm out. I'll be back with some more. Peace.